Day 340. So today was eating. As I mentioned before, I will be eating between now and at least the end of the ski trip, if not a little further. Or I might do a couple days and then eat a couple days and then do a week's fast starting that Sunday. I am just like by calculating, on average, I would lose 15 pounds, right? Per month, between 15 and 20 pounds if it was a really good month. And then, of course, if I went on a trip, that gain or loss would gain or lose depending on the trip. It also depended on when my fasting started versus when my eating started, etc. So, based on the numbers that I came back from Patagonia, that was 238. Being at the beginning of January, I should be somewhere around 220. And I pushed myself to get my number down lower, and I was unable to lose all the weight for the weight challenge. I was unable to get to 181 by today. So I have officially extended it. So I'm betting another $1,200 total. I bet $1,400 originally over 7 months. It's now $2,900 over 13 months. And the goal is still the same. I still need to be 181 6 months from now, which is July 5th. I can be way under that. I can be at that. I can be really whatever I want to be, as long as it's below that. And I'm not going to extend it again if I don't get to that point. But I don't see there being any reason, other than me completely giving up on this, as to why I wouldn't be able to get to 181 by July. Because, so I've got the ski trip, which is going on next week. I'll have a trip, or I have my mother coming to town for a weekend in March, and then I'll have pretty much all of April I'll be traveling. So that will be my largest time period of gain, where I'll gain probably 20 or 30 pounds. Hopefully before I go on that trip, I get under 180, or I'm at 180. So that way when I come back, I'm 210. So that'll be May, and then I'll have May and June, which will put me right at 180. And that'll be when I'm talking about I lose an average of 15 pounds. That is overall. So that is after the sudden weight, sudden gain, sudden loss that I normally get from fasting and from eating. So that's like the net loss is usually 15 pounds. So yeah, I don't see there being any reason whatsoever that I don't get under 181. I am going to be focusing a little more on getting my body to the shape that I want it to be. So like I'm going to try to do a lot more swimming. I'm going to try to do, actually swimming's the big one. I'm going to keep up my hiking, keep up my biking, hopefully get up that hill to work. But either way, right, the goal, weight doesn't change and the prize doesn't change. So the prize would still be $4,500. So it's just the amount that I win that is less, because you have to continue the bet essentially for 6 months. So I'll be, instead of making, what was it, 3,100, I'll be making 1,900. Not great, but still a decent chunk of change, and it'll definitely be better suited for putting me on a personal good track compared to me just trying to reach a target because that is what I said I'd reach. So, till tomorrow.